Hey, I'm back with another DVD update. I'm sorry that this is late. You know, I've been busy. I've been out of town for Christmas and stuff, so I'll try to make this quick. First up is the DVDs. I have DVDs, Blu-rays, graphic novels, and books. So, first up is Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. You can see my review of this and the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I mean, I didn't think this was a great movie, but it was fine. Did like how it was a kind of propaganda war. That element of the movie was interesting. Next up is Jurassic World on DVD. Yeah, you can see my review of this too. This is a good movie. I mean, yeah, I like Chris Pratt. I like all the new actors. I hope the next one's good if they make a next one, because you know they have to, because Hollywood. Next up is Avengers Age of Ultron. Once again, you can see my review of this. This movie, I actually really did like this movie. You know, it wasn't the best MCU movie, but I thought it was good. I liked the philosophical moments. It was a classic Joss Whedon, you know, a bunch of one-liners, a bunch of funny things, really character-driven, and I did like that. So yeah, next up are the books. First up is The Martian. You can see my review of this movie. I did not read this book, not quite yet. It's about Mark Watney, who's played by Matt Damon in the movie, getting trapped on Mars. It's a really cool, you know, man versus nature story, a survival thing. I like that. Next up is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So I was right. This really is more of an encyclopedia than it is an actual novel. You can see my review for the trailer for the movie that's coming out. I don't really know what the movie's about. Well, I do because of the trailer, but I don't really know why they're making an encyclopedia into the movie. I guess, you know, they gotta rip off the Harry Potter title some more. Next up is Geek Lust. This isn't a novel. This is just like a book. I really actually like this book. It has various, you know, quotes and things. It's about, you know, they got movies, TV shows, video games, the internet. It really is cool. There's a little section about Predator. There's Will Smith from Independence Day, Batman. Has lots of lists, like the 9 of the most unbearably bad movies made watchable thanks to MST3000. I like MST3000. The original nostalgia critic, am I right? Next up is Walking Dead: The Road to Woodbury. I read the first book in this series. It's Rise of the Governor, and I started listening to this on tape, but the CDs were messed up. You know, I still use CDs. So, you know, but that's been a while, so I'll reread the part that I read, and now and reread probably the rest of it. You know, that book is set in the same universe as the comics, so there's some differences from the TV show, and I've read that part in the comics about the governor, so, yeah. Next up is Walking Dead: Fall of the Governor, parts 1 and 2. This is 2 books in 1. It's books 3 and 4 of the series. This is like the entire fall of the governor, like him getting, you know, just falling, really, getting killed. Well, that's kind of a spoiler, but he's the bad guy, so, you know, and it's entirely from his point of view, or at least someone close to him's point of view. And I like that concept. I like it when you get to see from, like, an evil person's point of view. Next up is Diary of Wimpy Kid Old School. I like these Diary of Wimpy Kid books. They're funny. The protagonist isn't super likable, but whatever. I have all of them except the second and third one, and have most of them in hardback. So, interesting fact about that one is, my cousin and I did all the math, because, you know, in this book series, each one begins with, like, you know, a month, like it says, you know, August or something. And, you know, we go all the way, and you know, it makes it seem, since there's been like 10 of these books, he's probably out of middle school by now. But if you do look at the months, this is actually the first one where he's in high school, even though he says he's in middle school of the book. But if you go by that, this book starts in September, and so that should be the start of his freshman year. But yeah, whatever. Next up, this is another book, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard: The Sword of Summer. Rick Riordan's my favorite author. He's really, I want to see a competition between him and Joss Whedon to see who can write the most smart-ass characters, because this would be good. So I guess, you know, Percy Jackson was successful, Kane Chronicles was successful, so he's gonna do a Magnus Chase series, I guess, about Asgard gods. So yeah, I'll probably read that soon, but as you can tell, I got a lot of stuff to read. The last book is Ranger's Apprentice: The Early Years, the Tournament at Guerlain. This is a prequel to the series. You can see my review for the 10th book, The Emperor of Nihanja. I have all these books, I'm pretty sure, except book 7. Yeah, I haven't seen books. I don't have book 7. But I like those books. I like the characters. It really is like a teenage boy's book. You know, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's just something like teenagers are drawn to. So next up is the graphic novels. The first one is The Sea of Monsters, the graphic novel. I have the Lightning Thief graphic novel, and I've read that. I'll read these, but I probably won't review them because I'm going to review the books, and these are like the exact same as the books. Next up is The Titan's Curse. They haven't made the last two, Battle of Labyrinth and Last Olympian yet, but they probably will. Yeah, once again, I'll probably read this, but I might not review it. Next up is Throne of Fire. Kane Chronicles book, graphic novel. I've read this book. I don't really remember it super well, though. What I might do is read the graphic novel, since they're really similar to the books, but, instead of having to read the entire book again. I don't know. And last but not least is The Lost Hero. Gosh, this video is probably like 10 minutes long. Once again, I've read this. I've read all these books. You can see my review of, book 5, The Blood of Olympus. So yeah, that's all the stuff, all the various presents and stuff I got for Christmas. So yeah, be sure to subscribe. Bye.